Keto? 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 Oh, for Pete's sake. Is it really this hard to pronounce the name of a diet that lets me eat bacon? Hello there, fabulous 50-somethings and beyond. Welcome to Mastering Keto After 50, where we learn not just how to pronounce keto, but how to make it work for our wonderfully mature bodies. Now, why should we care about keto after hitting the big 50? Well, let's face it, our metabolism has decided to take an extended vacation. Remember those days when we could eat an entire pizza without consequence? Yeah, me neither. It's like our bodies suddenly decided to store fat faster than we can say midlife crisis. But fear not. Keto might just be our ticket to rekindling that metabolic fire. It's like a time machine for your waistline, minus the flux capacitor and the risk of accidentally becoming your own grandparent. Today, we're going to dive into 7 essential tips for starting a keto diet after 50. These aren't just any tips. They're the cream of the crop, the bacon of the pig. Well, you get the idea. They're specially tailored for those of us who remember when phones were attached to walls and streaming meant something was wrong with your plumbing. We'll cover everything from what to eat, spoiler alert. It's not just bacon, how to prep, and even how to deal with the dreaded keto flu, which, by the way, is not nearly as fun as the disco fever we had in the 70s. Let's kick things off with our first tip. Embrace the fat. I know. For years we've been told fat is the enemy. We've been diving for cover every time someone mentioned butter. But on keto, fat is your new best friend. Think avocados, nuts, olive oil, fatty fish, and yes, even bacon. Like all those years of secretly adding extra olive oil to our salads were just training for this moment. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to make these foods the stars of your meal plan. A typical day might look like eggs and avocado for breakfast, a big salad with grilled chicken and plenty of olive oil for lunch, and a nice piece of salmon with roasted vegetables for dinner. And don't forget to add a dollop of butter to, well, everything. But don't just take my word for it. Let's hear from some keto success stories that prove it's never too late to teach an old dog new tricks, especially when those tricks involve cheese. First up, we have Janet, who started keto at 55. I thought I was too old to lose weight, she says. I was ready to embrace my role as the cuddly grandma. But 6 months on keto, and I've lost 30 pounds and gained a whole new wardrobe. My grandkids now call me Hot Granny. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I'll take it. Then there's Bob, 62, who swears keto cured his dad bod. My kids used to call me Santa, he chuckles. Now they call me Silver Fox. I had to Google what that meant, but apparently it's a good thing. And let's not forget Maria, 58, who found that keto did more than just shrink her waistline. I started keto to lose weight, but I stayed for the energy, she explains. I used to need a nap after climbing a flight of stairs. Now I'm running 5 Burmese chots and keeping up with my grandkids at the park. Who knew cutting carbs could turn me into a superhero? These stories aren't unique. All over the world, people our age are discovering that keto isn't just for the young and hip. It's for anyone who wants to feel better, move easier, and maybe fit into those jeans they've been keeping just in case since 1992. Now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty with some practical tips to make your keto journey smoother than a well-aged whiskey. Tip number 2. Meal prep is your secret weapon. Trust me, you don't want to be caught hungry with nothing but a sad, non-keto sandwich in sight. That's a one-way ticket to Carbville, population, you. Spend a few hours on Sunday cooking up a storm. Grill some chicken, roast some veggies, and hard-boil some eggs. Your future self will thank you when you're not standing in front of the fridge at 9 p.m., contemplating whether ketchup counts as a vegetable. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. Tip number 3. Hydration isn't just for the young folks. On keto, you'll be shedding water weight faster than a leaky faucet. So keep that water bottle handy. Your kidneys will thank you. And no, despite what you might have heard, wine doesn't count as hydration. I know, I'm disappointed too. Tip number 4. Monitor your electrolytes. It's like Gatorade for grown-ups, minus the sugar and funky colors. When you start keto, your body flushes out a lot of water, and with it goes essential electrolytes. If you start feeling like you've been hit by a truck, it's probably not just age. You might need to up your sodium, potassium, and magnesium. Tip number 5. Start slow. Rome wasn't built in a day. and neither is ketosis. Your body has been running on carbs for the past 5 decades. You can't expect it to switch gears overnight without a little protest. Begin by gradually reducing your carb intake. It's like easing into a hot bath, except instead of bubbles, you're surrounded by bacon and avocados. Tip number 6. Get moving. I can hear the groans already, but hear me out. Exercise doesn't have to mean running marathons or bench pressing your grandkids. Start with walks around the block, or if you're feeling adventurous, try yoga. Just don't be surprised if your downward dog looks more like a sleeping cat. And now, for the piece de resistance, the most crucial tip of all is number 7. Listen to your body. It's been with you for half a century, and it knows a thing or two. If something doesn't feel right, adjust. Keto isn't one size fits all, especially not at our age. We're like fine wines, complex, mature, and definitely not meant to be chugged. Your body will tell you what it needs. Feeling sluggish? You might need more fat. Craving carbs? Try upping your protein intake first. The key is to pay attention and be willing to adjust. It's like fine-tuning a classic car. It takes time, patience, and sometimes a bit of trial and error. So there you have it, folks, your 7 essential tips for starting keto after 50. Embrace the fat, meal prep like a pro, stay hydrated, monitor your electrolytes. Start slow, get moving, listen to your body. Remember, starting keto after 50 isn't just possible, it's powerful. You've got half a century of wisdom under your belt. Surely figuring out how to eat more bacon can't be that hard, right? This isn't a race, and there's no prize for being the fastest keto adapter in the West. If you fall off the wagon, or should I say, the bacon truck, just dust yourself off and hop back on. Every day is a new opportunity to make healthier choices. Now, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds great, but what am I supposed to eat? Well, you're in luck. In our next video, we'll be diving into keto-friendly recipes that are so good, you'll forget carbs ever existed. We're talking, I can't believe it's not potato, cauliflower mash. Close your eyes and it's pasta, zucchini noodles, and a chocolate mousse that'll make you wonder why you ever bothered with sugar in the first place. So, if you're ready to join the keto revolution, to turn your body into a fat-burning machine, and to confuse the heck out of your grandkids when you start putting butter in your coffee, hit that subscribe button. Your journey to becoming a keto queen, or king, starts now. And remember, age is just a number, but feeling good? That's timeless. Until next time, keep calm and keto on.